Hi guys, welcome back. It's Tracy with TR's Tarot Talk 1111. Today I am doing a pick-a-pile reading. I woke up this morning, made my coffee, had a small bowl of oatmeal, and I was feeling this new moon in Pisces. I've been having these really freaky, wild dreams, and usually I'm good at dream interpretation, but these ones were out there. They're very almost like nightmares, but not quite. There were no monsters. It was just, doors that wouldn't open, people who were talking gibberish. It was really like being in a fun house, I guess is what I want to say. And it left me feeling almost hopeless. I don't know why. Like, no matter what I do, things never seem to clear, right? The messages have been clear, but I don't feel like I'm integrating them clearly or something. I don't know. So I was called to the table, and Spirit said to do a pick-a-pile. I didn't know what topic to do it on. I'm like, I really don't. I don't want to be these readers that concentrate just on, the next romance. And I am a spiritual leader. So I asked Spirit and they told me to draw a card. And I was drawn to this beautiful Isis Oracle deck. And so I drew a card in order to get the topic for today's reading. And look what I drew. I actually drew Isis herself. Isis is divine feminine. She's one of the many archetypes of divine feminine. And so I'm going to show you the card, and you can pause the video and read it yourself if you like, or I'll read it to you. Okay, it says, Spirit of Isis, beloved initiate. That's what we are. If you're on this ascension journey, you are an initiate. So, beloved initiate, there are times to surrender and let go, but there are never times to give up. Persist with your bold faith and inspired action until the impossible happens. Isis has the spirit of triumph and will never fail in her quest. No matter how bold or impossible it seems, let her inspire you. Believe. So, I'm going to title this video, What do I need to believe in order to achieve? Sounds cheesy, don't it? But I believe that's the theme that we're looking at, because I've been feeling a little bit defeated. Quite frankly, I've lost some subscribers. I've gotten more comments, more beautiful comments on my last couple of videos than any other time in this journey. However, I've lost maybe 9, 10 subscribers, and I've never lost that many before in one chunk, one or two, and then I gain one or two, or, so it really did leave me feeling a little bit depleted. So I want to start this video with the biggest and loudest attitude of gratitude. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. And for those of you who stick it out with me, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm not sure why I was called to this. I'm not sure exactly where I'm leading you. I just feel like it's important. Okay? So we're going to take a look at this reading. What do we need to believe in order to achieve? Okay? Whatever your dreams are, whatever your desires are, whatever you set your intention on, whether it's the new job, I read from a spiritual aspect. So I would like to know spiritually what you need to do in order to achieve all of everything under the umbrella, right? Everything, all of your dreams, okay? Because we are going to achieve them, and we're going to do it together, okay? So let me bring you down to your reading. Okay, we have pile number 1 with this beautiful amethyst point. And pile number 2 with red carnelian. Pile number 3 with the blue, I just had it, fluorite, sorry. Sometimes I get a blank. All right, so we're just gonna crack this sucker open. If you need a moment to meditate, go ahead and pause the video. Ask your spirit guides and your angels, ascended masters, whoever it is you call upon, to help you to select the correct pile. Okay, I'm going to start with pile number 1. What do you need to believe to achieve? And also surrender, because the word in here was there are times to surrender and let go. So I did draw you guys a surrender card. So that will be the first card out. Surrender to inner peace. Pile number 1. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis in quiet, meditative moments. Focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. So perhaps my pile number 1s have been feeling like I have lately. Like I've been feeling like a hermit. That's just the way I'm going to put it. I feel sensitive. Like going out in public makes me feel sensitive. So I haven't done a lot of that. Maybe you guys are feeling the same way. So in order to cultivate your inner peace, sit in quiet meditative moments and focus on the stillness within and enjoy your refuge. Okay? That will help your life to flow more easily. So in order to believe and achieve, you need to ground and center, pray, meditate, and possibly go within very deeply, right? And look at your next card. Not making this stuff up, guys. 9 of Wands. Rest and reconsider. Yeah, because you've been really working hard. You know, it's like, and it almost feels defeat. You know, I look at the way this person is sitting on this ledge. They've got their backpack. They've got all their tools. They went off on this spiritual journey. And it's not making a whole lot of sense at the moment. It really isn't. It kind of feels like, okay, here I am. I've climbed this giant mountain. I've gotten almost to the summit. And I'm losing my faith. No, not the right words. I'm beginning to wonder why I ever felt the need. You know, it's like you're almost there. Spirit's saying you're almost there. Give it one last push. Keep climbing. Don't give up now you've come so far. Then we have the Justice card. In this deck, it's called Balance. And once again, all the tools you need. So you got your backpack, and probably in it you've got your wands, pentacles, cups, and swords, right? So what you are trying to achieve on this spiritual quest is inner balance and harmony. Manifesting your highest and best life. And you are an initiate. You've been called to this journey. It's not like you just sat down at work one day or sat down in your car one day and thought, I think I'm just going to start questioning everything about my entire existence, right? I mean, we don't necessarily do that unless you're very, very low. I know that people who are suicidal might do that, but I don't feel that energy around my people. And if you are feeling that energy, please reach out. There's a community here, people in the comments section, whatever, because you are not alone at any point in time. Okay, so surrender to inner peace, rest and reconsider, push through, do not give up, do not. Balance is coming. You are going to achieve this balance. Okay, next we have the 8 of Swords, which in this deck is guilt. Let me just absorb this energy for a moment. I feel pile number ones that before starting this journey, you had a lot of things happen to you in your life. Things that somehow you blamed yourself for. You felt like you weren't a good enough mother, you weren't a good enough father, you weren't a good enough teacher, spouse, friend, you know. We tend to internalize external forces. And so whatever it is that has brought you to this spiritual journey, that has brought you to even changing your job, changing the way you look at things, the way you live your life, I believe that self-forgiveness is a huge part of what you need to achieve your highest and best life. Is you need to forgive yourself and forgive others. Because we are all humans. We are all spirits, souls here having a human experience. And nobody's going to be able to navigate this 3D reality without failures. Because failure is your greatest teacher. Honestly, failure is your greatest teacher. When you fail, you fall down on your face or on your ass or on your knees. You get up, you wipe yourself off, you take a look at what happened, what went wrong, you forgive everybody in the situation, and then you learn from it and you pick up and move on. Believe to achieve, right? And I was feeling this. See, Spirit told me I need to be in a state of gratitude. And I am so grateful for my journey and how far I've come. And really, how many viewers I have on YouTube does not reflect on my personal, what's the word I want to look for? So many are coming to mind. So worthiness, let's just choose the word worthiness, okay? It doesn't matter how many followers you have on Instagram or on YouTube or Facebook or, you know, those do not reflect who you are and what you are here to achieve. Okay? So great gratitude. And it's funny because we're getting a lot of healing numbers. 4 for me. This is a number 4. Look at her. She's just so grateful. She's holding these birds. She's listening to the morning songs they sing. You know, the sun is shining on her and she knows it. I feel like some of you guys don't know it. You don't know it. That there is so much for you to be grateful for, even the bad stuff. Because failures are just stepping stones to success. And in order to, you know, you're going to need to believe in order to achieve that you are worthy, that you are forgiven, that you are relevant. Yes. Your next card is the High Lady of Love and Compassion, reverence, kindness, and consideration. I feel like you have been this for everybody in your life. You have been this High Lady of Love and Compassion. But the one person that has never received the love and compassion that they deserve is you. So in order to achieve your highest and best life, you need to believe that you are worthy. You need to give yourself the reverence. Give yourself the kindness and the consideration, the love and the compassion. You know, don't be so hard on yourself when you don't achieve the first time, right? If you go and research people who have made it to the top, I know a lot of you guys came to my channel through Rich Lopp. So take a look at Rich, okay? There was a time in his life when he was homeless and living under a bridge. And there have been various stages of success and then knocked right back down on his ass again, right? And I'm sure you can resonate with that because that's probably why you found him on YouTube to begin with. So, look at him now. He's thriving, he's growing, he didn't give up, you guys. He did not give up. Okay? And I am proud to say that I have been there for some of his journey and been watching. I've even helped, I hope, a little bit on his spiritual path. I know he definitely helped me on mine. I didn't know how to open my YouTube channel. He showed me that. And he gave me a reading and I gave him a reading. And I think we helped each other. But the message here is don't give up. Don't give up. Then we have the eagle. The eagle. And this deck is communion. See, there is this Native American communing with the eagle. Okay, so I'm getting two messages off of this. That you guys have been in a space of healing, of like in the womb of the universe, growing, learning, expanding. And so spirit is trying to commune with you. And you need to listen. If you're not a divinator, if you don't read cards or do a form of divination, then prayer and meditation is pivotal for you to be able to have the eyes to see and the ears to hear what spirit is trying to tell you. And also, as you're in the womb of the mother again, make sure that you don't seclude yourself so much that you don't have community, right? You don't have friends or family. Turn to the ones you trust. And if you don't have anybody you can trust, turn to the community page or the comment section in my videos. I have such beautiful viewers with such high vibrational energy. I have never, ever, ever had a single negative comment below any of my videos. I never hear, when I do the twin flame readings, he's such a bastard. I can't stand him. He better not come back around. Or life sucks, or you suck, or any negative. Everybody in my community, in this community, are beautiful light beings that are just trying the same as you are to figure out how to become the highest and best version of themselves. So listen to spirit, talk to friends and family that you can talk to, because not everybody's willing to listen. So, find like-minded people, and if you can't find them external in your own world, come here and find them in ours, okay? So then we have, this is, you are an initiate. Remember, Spirit of Isis said you are an initiate. So what are you being initiated into? You are keepers of the earth. You are not alone. Ancestors or ancient ancestors stand beside you. Okay? So if you're feeling alone, if you're feeling unsupported, if you're feeling, like you're lost at sea, know that your ancient ancestors are all here standing. Look there's more eagles. I don't know if you can see in this light because these cards are kind of etheric looking. But there are two eagles right under the backs of her hands. And then they have the jaguar and the elephant. There's an angel over top of you. And it says keepers of the earth. And there's like 3 earths, right? So we are creating a new earth. That's what we're here to do. Just telling you. We are here to raise the vibration of Gaia and to create a new version, a higher vibrational version of Gaia. Okay, strengthen your gifts. Okay, you are an initiate. Isis says you are an initiate. And you have gifts. Everybody has gifts. Everybody. I have multiple gifts, and I share as many of them as I can. So, figure out, what are you good at? Do you have a lot of people that talk to you and come to you for guidance and direction? Are you a teacher? Are you a student? I mean, because that's a gift too. Not everybody seeks, and those who don't seek do not find, right? Maybe you know how to divinate. Maybe you're a singer or a writer or a painter, or you write poetry, or whatever it is. Maybe you make beautiful cards. I have a friend, Christy, if you're watching, I love you, and another friend, Carla, if you're watching. Both of you guys have made these beautiful handmade inspirational cards to give as gifts. Whatever your gifts are, guys, strengthen them, because in this new world that we are creating, we're not going to be the hamster on the wheel. We are going to create. We're going to manifest beautiful things. And we don't have to take it from anybody else. We're going to draw upon our own God-given talents in order to manifest the life that we are creating. Okay? So, your next card out is, and now this might trigger you, because I have to admit, when I saw it just now, it triggered me. Okay? But immediately, I got a better message from it. So this is the fortune cookie, and it says, not for you. And the little paper sticking out of it says, nope. And the message that I am getting from this is a chessboard. Okay? And the title of this video is, what do you need to believe to achieve? Okay? Well, no moves have been made on this chessboard. And I believe that Spirit's telling you that your next move is to let go and surrender the belief that you're not worthy, that nothing is for you. It just, not for you. Like you keep hitting these walls, right? Nope, not here. Nope. Not this one. Nope. 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 That word nope is just sticking out to me. But Spirit is telling you, you haven't even started the game yet. Right? No moves have been made. So how can you possibly know that it's not for you? You can't give up. People who give up on the game before they've even made their next move, they're feeling worthless. They're not feeling confident. They're not able to believe what they need to believe in order to achieve. Okay? So clear out any guilty feelings that you have. Live your life in gratitude. Give yourself the love and compassion that you give to others so freely and so lovingly. Okay? Know that you are a light worker. You are here as an initiate. I can't even say it. You are one of the many light workers that volunteered to come here and to live these lower vibrational densities that you are having a hard time navigating. But your gifts, if you strengthen your gifts are going to help you to push through, right? Surrender to inner peace. Stop doubting. Stop rewriting all the stories over and over again. Okay? Stop telling yourself the old story. It's time to start telling yourself a new story. So we have, as your very last card, well, no, it isn't, because I'm going to give you a postcard from Spirit. So we have past life, present power. As the soul grows in service to the great feminine and her intention that all beings be healed and free, it gathers internal resources to assist on the path. These resources include powers and gifts. Yes, strengthen your gifts. Powers and gifts from other lifetimes. You are currently integrating past life abilities. Be open to what is taking place as your soul awakens in ancient power and abilities within you. Beautiful. Look at this. Time. Give it time, guys. Do not give up. Do not give up. before you reach the summit. You are almost there. You're almost there. Look at, he's looking down on, I mean, he's so close to the top. Take that leap of faith into the flow of the divine. Allow Spirit to commune with you, to talk to you, pray, meditate. If, whatever your gifts are, they're going to be shown to you. If you don't know what they are right now, just have faith that you have them, because they're going to be shown to you, right? All right, pile number 1, we're going to get you a postcard from Spirit and then move on. All right, we have, Dear you, now is one of those times you're being asked to add some distance. Take a step back, do nothing but observe. Don't worry about how long it will take for you to regroup, because remember, you're in the womb of the mother right now. Just know it's temporary and actually an opportunity to take a breath, slow down, look at how far you've come. Look at how far you have come, and be grateful for it. Decisions for the highest good are made when you have clarity, communing with Spirit, which comes from being open to information from both the intellect and the intuition. When you step into the role of the observer, it's as if you turn on a switch that allows your soul to be an essential part of the information gathering and decision-making process. In this way, you can approach things from a more neutral and non-judgmental place. We know you'll make the right choice. Trust us when we say, now is not the time to get too close to the fray. Step back, you will be glad you did. Okay? So it's time to go within and commune with Spirit. And it's time to do the inner healing work, to know that you are worthy, to forgive yourself and to forgive others, to give yourself the love and compassion and kindness and consideration that you've been giving away to everybody else. Give some of that back to yourself and surrender to inner peace. If your outer world right now seems chaotic, then know that where you're going to find peace is within, where Spirit can commune with you and guide you on this journey. Okay? Thank you, guys. So we are at 27:45. Okay, we're moving on to pile number 2. Thank you, everybody, for listening to pile number 1. I hope it gave you some clarity on what you need to believe to achieve. And we are now moving on to pile number 2. So I'm going to put this at 28. Close enough. I talk too much. All right, pile number 2 is welcome, welcome, welcome. In case you didn't listen to the intro and you just went to the timestamp, I'm going to read you the reason why we're here today. I picked this card, for Spirit drew me to the table, and I picked this card, which is the Isis Mother archetype, right? The Divine Feminine archetype, one of many. And it says, Beloved Initiate, there are times to surrender and let go, but there are never times to give up. Persist with your bold faith and inspired action until the impossible happens. Isis has the spirit of triumph and will never fail in her quests, no matter how bold or impossible it seems. Let her inspire you to believe. So, what do you need to believe to achieve? In that card, it did say surrender. So, I got you a surrender card. My pile number 2s. Surrender your ego. Yeah, see, the ego is the monkey mind. Your ego can't answer question, guys. It just can't. You ask your ego a question, and it's going to give you an action, because that's what ego does. All right, so you can't act without knowing how to act. So when you're looking for your next inspired action to believe and succeed, you need to go beyond the ego and go within yourself to talk to Spirit. So we have cultivate gratitude, and that was also a theme. If you listen to the beginning part, you probably heard me say this, but an attitude of gratitude for everything keeps your mind focused on higher vibrational thoughts, right? Instead of thinking about, oh, I don't have the money for rent, I don't have laundry detergent, I don't have any friends, I have no love in my life, blah, 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 blah. When you start ticking off the I don't haves instead of what I do have, then it lowers your vibration and blocks your spirit of manifestation, which is your inherent gift, because you are a creator being, right? So cultivate gratitude by being of service to others and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. Okay, so my pile number ones was all about overgiving. I feel like my pile number twos have to work a little harder on being more kind to themselves and to others, being more giving, more, out of ego. Don't always say, well, it's my way or the highway, right? Surrender your ego. Yeah, because see, confront your shadow. Usually your shadow is the child within you. We get a lot of our inner woundings during the first 12 years of our lives. So right now, I feel like what you need to believe to succeed or achieve is that you are not defined by the experiences that you have had, or the belief systems that you have been taught, or the belief systems that you have taken on willingly. So you need to take a look at what motivates you, what has built your ego, what has made your ego what it is today. What inner child wounds have made you become possibly a little self-centered, which is not a bad thing, guys. I preach to a lot of people, they need to become more self-centered, right? More self-aware, more self-loving, self-giving. But I feel like my pile number twos, you've mastered that, right? You know how to love yourself. You know how to give to yourself. But in doing so, you have built up these walls, these barriers between you and life that keep you from enjoying the art of being giving and loving and kind, not because you're going to receive something in return, although you always do, but because it makes you feel good, right? It makes you feel better about your life. So all these healthy boundaries that you've built around yourself is also keeping people out. So you're going to have to do some shadow work around the reason why. Why do you defend your heart so well? Why have you built these walls around yourself? And, why do you not allow other people to build you up instead of just building yourself up? Okay, fulfillment of wishes. This is nice. So you have 2 9s so far, because the shadow card is 18, which breaks down to a 9. Now you have a 9 of cups. Fulfillment of wishes. So you literally are blocking your own abundance, is what Spirit's telling me. Your ego, your pride. I'm seeing the lion. Your pride. You are such a defender of your inner child that you have built these walls up that are keeping you from the prosperity and the dreams and fulfillment of wishes that Spirit wants to gift to you. Okay? But you can't be gifted anything if you're not willing to receive. Okay? Healing, absolutely. Okay? So I love this card. I absolutely love this card. I don't know if it would transition well or translate well into a tattoo, but if it would, I would love this as a tattoo. Because this is like If you look real closely, it's an Egyptian person. You can tell by the eyes. Okay? And this is an energetic healing, but this is like the hands of Christ. In the palms of these hands, you have the ear representing a stigmata and the belly button recognizing or portraying the stigmata. You know, the hands of Christ. And around you is all of these sacred geometric chakra activations. So I'm hearing that literally you are an initiate. You are Christed. Okay? I know a lot of people click off when they hear that shit because they're fundamental Christians and, you know, nobody can be Christ but Jesus, but that's not true. Christed means you're a teacher, that you have been given hidden secret knowledge of how to be the highest and best version of yourself that you can be. And that knowledge has been hidden away from people for lifetimes, right? So Christed simply means that God is opening up your third eye, your pineal gland, and showing you that you are a teacher and you are being taught how to move into your calling. So in order to believe and to achieve, you have to heal. You need this healing, this energetic healing, and it's coming. Spirit has been working on you. The hands of Jesus are healing your chakras and opening up your energetic system. And it's going to be difficult because you're going to be doing a lot of purging and a lot of shadow work. All right, but this is not being done to you. This is being done for you. So that, you know, the release of all these emotions, see these two waterfalls, and you're right in the middle of it. But there is a gift, and look at the big ripe peach, right? It's like a gift of ripeness. And quite frankly, that is not a peach. Just saying, that's what I saw. So, you know, for me as an intuitive reader, if I see it, I have to incorporate it. So like this plant that is growing and unfolding, you need the waters to cleanse and to nourish. And there is going to be a gift. And look at, he's holding scrolls, knowledge. You are being gifted the knowledge of being the initiate, the Christed ones, right? Secret hidden knowledge coming to the forefront to show you that all of these walls that you've built around yourself, look at this big wall, guys. There's a door and then there's a wall. So the walls that you have built around yourself is in order to protect this inner child. But the inner child is standing there looking you straight in the eye and saying, you don't have to protect me anymore because I have grown. And I am wanting to come out of the shadows. And look at, there's a new moon. And this is the new moon in Pisces energy, right? What else do we have? Dark thoughts. Yeah, because you are in this dark place. You know, the dark place is where we go to seek answers. I don't know why, but we do. And in order to find those answers, we have to allow the light in. We have to allow the light to shine upon those dark corners so that you can navigate your way to your highest and best life. Believe to achieve, right? Believe that, you know, don't give up. Just forge ahead. You need to go into those dark places within yourself and allow the healing to happen. And to be grateful. Cultivate your gratitude and be of service to others because, you know, what you put out is what you receive. And you're not even close, from what I can see, at the moment, to being able to receive anything more than a healing. But your fulfillment of wishes and that chest of gold or whatever, you know, the light, is being given to you as a gift. But you have to be in receptive mode to receive it. And I believe that in order to receive it, you're going to have to tear down the walls that you have built around yourself, teaching yourself that you weren't worthy. Or perhaps, you know, telling yourself you are worthy so many times that you elevated your own ego to where you feel like because you're worthy, nobody else is. You know, we can go from one extreme to the other. So be willing to know that you are equally as worthy as everyone else, because God made everything. Everything is God. God is everything. Then we have the Lady of the Mirror. There you go. Just more confirmation. It's a 44, which is a master number. You don't break this down. 44 is all about stability and foundation. So somewhere in your foundation, there was damage done to your inner child. And because of this damage, you've built a fortress, okay? A fortress around yourself to protect yourself. And Spirit says it's time to do some mirror dating without judgment, okay? Because being judgmental is what you used for your tool to protect yourself. So you have to reflect on everything that you have learned in this life up to this point and allow some of that fortress that you have built to be crumbled. You have to heal it and reflect, mirror date, you know. If you were not you and you met you somewhere, what would you see in yourself? And is it the highest and best version of you that it can be? Yep, clouds. Look at, you got so much dark energy around you, but I am so happy to see this card and this card, because this tells me it's all going to be healed. But you are in the process. You are like the caterpillar in the chrysalis right now. Okay? And the clouds are shifting. The clouds are shape-shifting. You know, what used to be is going to look different for you when you start doing this mirror healing, this shadow work, inner child wounding. When you go into the maze and allow the light to shine upon it so you can find what's hiding in those dark corridors, right? Things are shifting for you. I'm hearing it. Pillar of light. Your vibration is raising. You are the oracle. Wow. So some of you guys might be very, very gifted. And because of your gifts, you've always felt like an outsider. You've always felt different, you know? Like the black sheep of not the family, not just the family, but of your workspace, of your friend circles, of the universe, right? You've just never felt like you fit in. And the reason why is because you're an oracle. You're a teacher. You are Christed. I heard that, remember? So you are Christed. You're going to have to tear down these walls and surrender your ego to spirit and allow the healing to happen, because things are shifting for you. And you're going to discover past life gifts that you have had, always had, that may not be showing prevalent in your life right now because of the walls that you have built around yourself. Yes, embrace your power. This is beautiful. Guys, you are going to be, when you get through the other side of this purging and this healing, when you become the butterfly and embrace your power, embrace your ability to be a teacher, a way shower, a path trailblazer, all of your wishes are going to be fulfilled. So what you need to believe in order to achieve is you need to believe in yourself, which I feel like you already do, but you can't take it to the extreme. You have to believe that you are here to teach others how to not be judgmental, how to not be over egotistical, to not be closed off or harboring resentments. All of that is being purged from you. It's going to be a beautiful thing. And you have a loyal heart. So if this is not you, this is definitely somebody in your energy that is there to help you on this journey. And if you don't feel like you have anybody like that in your life, then like I told pile number 1, reach out to other people in the community tab in my channel. Just, put a call for help out there. Say, hey, any like-minded people that would like to talk and bounce ideas off each other? I'm going through this purging, this change, this metamorphosis, and I'm noticing things that I never noticed before, and I'm learning things I never learned before, and I'm oversensitive and I'm scared. Does anybody resonate with that? Because I have a beautiful, beautiful following that is going to support you. Absolutely. I know that my people will support you, and I will support you. I will upload these videos to give you the guidance that you need. And if you need a personal private reading, reach out. If you can't afford it, reach out. We can barter. You can send me a deck of cards or a candle, or what do you have, right? This is not about getting rich, although I do think we're already rich, right? This is about raising the vibration of the planet and being the Christed ones that are going to change the way our children experience this reality. We are the way showers. Okay? You have a calling, guys. Beautiful calling. You are an initiate, remember. Divine sun child. Look at all the light. I mean, pillar of light. Loyal heart. Embrace your power. Light. Everything's telling you to let the light in. The light, you are the light. Now you just need to let it flow out. I feel like you've trapped it within yourself. You need to let it flow out. Blessings of the sun flow to you now. It is time to allow your life to flourish without limits, to let your light burn bright and without veil, because you've been holding it in. You really have. Just like the midsummer sun burning without contest in the Egyptian desert, it is your time to shine bright. Yes, I feel like you're very gifted. You could be a reader. You could be a Reiki healer. You could be a spiritual guru. All right? But the problem, and it's not a problem, we're not going to talk about problems. We're going to talk about solution. The solution is to simply love yourself and love others equally, back to the one, right? If this is us, or our perception of us, this is really us. We are all one. We are branches of the same tree. This is source. This is God. This is all that is, all that was, all that ever shall be. And you, my friend, you are just one of many that come from the original. Your inheritance is being gifted upon you at this time. Accept it and do the work. And if you need help, don't be afraid to reach out and ask for help. I know, being an initiate myself and going through this process myself, this could very well be my pile. I didn't pick one, but this, if I had to pick one, this probably so far reflects back to me where I'm at. So, we have to go back to the oneness of knowing that we're not better than or less than. We are greater than, but we're also a part of the whole, which means if we're greater than, everybody's greater than, right? So I'm hearing, let the sun shine, let the sun shine in. The sun shine in. Beautiful. So let the sun shine in, guys. Okay? You need to go within and clear out the darkness and let the light in. Let it flow into you and from you. And without judgment. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge others. Hold everybody, including yourself, up into the light. And that is what you need to do in order to believe and achieve. Okay, I love you. This has been pile number 2's reading. Okay, we're going to go with 4930. I love you guys. I know it's not easy, but you can do it. I have all the faith in the world in you. And you're not alone. I'm right there with you. Trust me. All right, pile number 3 is this beautiful blue fluorite. Yes, yes. Which was a gift. It was a gift along with this book, this beautiful book, and this card. which I have not had time to read. And I look at it every day saying, I'm going to read that. It's just a little book, and I just haven't had time. So, pile number 3. Spirit of Isis is the card that I drew. It's the archetype of the Divine Mother, the Divine Feminine, right? Isis is one of many archetypes of the Divine Feminine. So I drew this card which inspired this reading. It says, Beloved Initiate, there are times to surrender and let go, but there are never times to give up. Persist with your bold faith and inspired action until the impossible happens. Isis has the spirit of triumph and will never fail in her quest. No matter how bold or impossible it seems, let her inspire you to believe. Okay? So, because the spirit of Isis said, there are times to surrender, I got a surrender card for you, which was a gift from Charlotte, by the way. Thank you, Charlotte. Surrender stubbornness. I have danced the dance with stubbornness many times in my life. It has shown up in others and in myself as well. Sorry, I needed to wet my whistle. All right, so surrender your stubbornness. It says, if you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. Soften your energy. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and with yourself. So if this new moon in Pisces energy has really left you feeling confused and mired in the waters, because, you know, Neptune energy, it's deep, deep, deep emotional energy, right? And the Piscean energy is confusion. It's illusion. It's fantasy. And I believe that some of our energies are waning during this moon. Pardon me, I took a drink and now I got... hold on. Okay, so our energy has been waning. My energy has been waning. I haven't been wanting to get out of bed in the morning. I haven't wanted to get my clothes on or take care of myself. I've been feeling very down and blue. And I believe a lot of it is because we're approaching spring. And, you know, it's always darkest before the dawn, right? And so here where I live in northwestern Pennsylvania, you know, they're calling for another 6 to 12 inches of snow tonight. And really we had some warm days there where it was in the low 50s, but 50s. And so I felt that spring fever, and boom, now everything's gray and dark and dismal. And with the Neptune energy and the fact that I've lost a few subscribers, you know, everything's leaving me feeling less than. So don't feel less than. Communicate lovingly with yourself and surrender your stubbornness to give up. I feel like you've been wanting to give up and you're like, that's it, I've had it, I'm done. And if that's the way you've been feeling, Spirit's telling you to go with the flow, to open up, and to quit closing yourself off to the miracle that is becoming. Okay? Solar plexus chakra. Yes. You know, I'm not one of those people that memorize things easily, so I don't know all of the keywords for the solar plexus, but I do know that it's your power center. It's where your joy comes from. It's where it's the yellow, it's the sunlight, it's your empowerment, it's I am, it's the God source, chakra. I think, therefore I am. I believe, therefore I am, right? So you might want to do some healing work around the solar plexus chakra. There's tons of videos available on YouTube and articles out there on how to work with the energy of your solar plexus and how to clear it. I even channeled a divine masculine, divine feminine, sacred heart space meditation. If you go back and look through my previous uploads, you'll find it. When I started my channel, I didn't know about playlists, so I didn't make any playlists. And I'm going to do some research when life settles down and I have time and I'm not being incubated so much in the womb. I'm going to do some research on how to maybe separate my videos into playlists so they're easier to access. But if you go back and look back, you will find only one, because I created it. It was inspired by Spirit. And it is how to balance all of your chakras and ground yourself, and to invite in the new DNA codes to activate the higher chakras for divine masculine, divine feminine balancing within you. So check that out. All right. So we have the Six of Cups. Memories of love. Okay, I was beginning to wonder if love was going to show up in any of these piles. So my pile number 3s, I feel like you have been activated by a soulmate. Whether you title it a twin flame or a sacred soulmate or just somebody you can't get off your mind, somebody who is your mirror aspect, you know, they trigger you, they piss you off, they come, they go, they feed you, breadcrumbs to keep you tagging along. Try to understand that that is their gift to you. Okay, it hurts, it pisses you off, it makes you feel less than, and then it makes you feel greater than, and then it makes you feel less than. And the reason why is because this beautiful soul chose to incarnate with you in order to teach you some very, very beneficial life lessons, to activate you into your highest and best version of yourself, and possibly to be, you could even be a starseed or light worker. And this is your initiation, right? This person has awakened you to this journey, and you're missing them, and you're longing for a connection. Let's see what else you have. Okay, so this card, this soulmate, this whatever this is, okay, because Spirit's telling me, Tracy, don't define it. It is so different for everybody. Definition is not necessary. You know exactly what you're experiencing, and what you are experiencing has parted the veil, and you have seen your shadow side, and actually you've been living in the shadows. And Spirit says, no, we are burning away the veil so that you can see clearly your path ahead. And this person that is peeking through the veil looks like a Buddha, right? A spiritual leader, a priestess, whichever you resonate with. So you are becoming something very, very beautiful, and you're learning, and you're growing, and you're stubborn as hell. You're not giving into it, and Spirit says you need to give into it. Okay, your next card is professional assistance. So some of you are seeking professional assistance. Of course, that's why you're here watching these videos, right? Because you're trying to navigate, and this person here is showing her the light. Whatever it is this person is showing, this person is enlightening them, helping them to part the veil, right? Showing them truths that perhaps they never saw before. And I'm hearing for some of you, you are teachers, and that is why you have been activated and initiated. Remember, beloved initiate. You have been initiated on this journey, and you're in study mode. You're learning. Look at all the books, you know. You need to be researching, studying, falling down some rabbit holes. Allow yourself time to be the seeker, to be the seeker. Then we have the Dragon's Duel. The yin and the yang, right? Duality. Duality. Inner conflict, morality, conscious choice. It's a number 5. 5's all about changes, right? So you're doing the sacred dance of eternity. See, it's eternal. And you're right here in the middle where these two tails intertwine. See that little space in the middle of the figure 8? That's infinity. And you are at a crossroads in your education, in your spiritual journey at this time. And like I said, I read from a spiritual standpoint, but this also bleeds into our everyday life. You know, it could be, you know, studying as a student, It could be in your workplace. However, all of it affects the spiritual aspect, and I really feel like you have been activated by someone or something from your past that is here and literally is lighting candles to show the way. Show me the way. There's that song again. I had that a couple of days ago. Take me tonight to the river to wash my illusions away. Show me the way. Beautiful song, guys. Go look it up with lyrics. So you're doing this dance of duality. You are literally mirror dating. A lot of mirror aspects coming up during this new moon in Pisces. A lot of water energy. A lot of moon energy. A lot of Neptune energy. So you are balancing divine masculine, divine feminine within yourself. This is okay. So you've got surrender, stubbornness, and then you got stone people, vigilance. Okay, so for some of you guys in pile number 3, I really feel that you were raised with a very strong belief system, and it's like old-fashioned belief system, the conformed religion, fundamental beliefs. And now you're being awakened spiritually to things that you never believed in. You never thought they were real. You thought it was woo-woo voodoo, right? And all of a sudden that woo-woo voodoo is integrating itself into your reality. And you're stubbornly clinging to old belief systems that no longer serve you. And Spirit says you cannot be like a stone. Stones have to be worn down over time. They have to weather a lot of storms, a lot of water, a lot of elements in order to become what they become. And so Spirit is telling you, you can go to school at the School of Hard Knocks if you choose to, but they are not going to give up on you because they are going to hammer you with a storm after a storm and a wind after a wind and a rain after a rain and a sleet after a sleet until you become what has been hidden underneath this rock for centuries and lifetimes. And it is now your time to part the veil and become what you have always meant, what you were always meant to become. You're going to have to bend. You're going to have to be in the flow. You're going to have to compromise. Oh, okay. So in this deck, we have play. Yeah, I feel like you have been kind of stern, unmoving, unbending, unwilling. And Spirit says, loosen up, have some fun. Allow this journey to be explorative. Is that a word? Explorative? Allow your inner child to, it's like you locked away your inner child and you gave up on fantasies and dreaming and imagination. Imagination. I know I'm guilty of this. I had a very, very long time in my life where I did not allow my imagination to roam because I didn't believe that it had a voice. A lot of people have fantasies. They fantasize about the dream vacation. They fantasize about, sex. They fantasize about love. They just dream. They're dreamers. All right. Some of us were dreamers and we shut that part of ourselves off because we didn't feel like we were ever going to get our dreams. So rather than allow ourselves to be hurt by not experiencing what we dreamed of, we stopped dreaming. And Spirit says you need to let the inner child have fun, celebrate, and don't be so serious. Don't be a stone person. Admit your vulnerabilities. See, you've put a very, very solid stance up. You don't allow anybody in to see your vulnerabilities. And because of that, Spirit sent you the one person that could tear all that down for you. That one person that makes you feel vulnerable. And it's a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift. No place like home. Absolutely. So, for me as a twin flame channeler. This is the twin flame energy. When you meet your twin flame or your divine counterpart, nothing feels better. They feel like home. When you're around them, you feel everything. There is no numbness anymore. All the numbing rocks that you know, everything you've built around you, they just melt away, and every single one of your nerve endings fire, right? You become overly sensitive, and they allow you to feel everything that you have not allowed yourself to feel for a long time. And if you look way up here, and it's just barely noticeable, you will see the cycle. That is, for me, I know there's a word for it, like the prawn maybe. It's the creation story, right? Infinity. What goes around comes around. So I think you've been activated, my friend, by a soulmate that makes you feel at home. The one and only person that is able to get beyond this stony exterior, this stubborn facade, this shadow that you've been living in. Beautiful. The brother in darkness. Whenever negative energy is present, it is a sign that we are ready to move more deeply into our feminine divine power. You shall overcome any negative energy with grace and triumph. Stay in your heart. There is no need to be afraid. So if you've been feeling like you're lost in the darkness, Isis is saying, you are my brother, and I am the divine feminine, and I am here. I am here, ready to be embraced, ready to be explored, ready to be balanced, ready to be recognized. Okay? You are an initiate, and you have been activated, literally activated, by a soulmate that makes you feel like you're at home. It's probably the only person that's ever been able to make you feel vulnerable, and they've probably contributed to some of the darkness in your life. I know that my divine masculine did. I mean, it's like they tear you down to build you back up again. And so, you know, you gotta let the walls fall. You gotta let the tower fall, right? In order to get to where you're going. And you know, I don't think I read a spirit postcard for selection number 2, so apparently they didn't need it, because I don't believe in chance. I don't. So if I didn't draw one, they didn't need it. But I feel like Spirit's telling me to draw one for you, pile number 3. It says, Dear you, sometimes you just feel like no one understands you, and that you're not heard, or even that you don't count. This, my dear, is a terrible illusion. And although your feelings tell you that abandonment is real, well, we who love you know better. You are never alone. And even when rejection happens, you are ultimately being protected so that better things can replace what wouldn't have worked in the first place. Everyone on this side of the veil is watching over you and rooting for your ultimate success. Life loves you, we love you, and you are a unique spark of the divine and always connected to the light and to source. You are always in our care. Have trust and keep the faith. Love you always and forever. So yeah, abandonment. Guilty. My twin flame abandoned me with no closure at all. No goodbye, no fare thee well, no excuse, no reason. We were living together and boom, just out of nowhere, bought a bus ticket and disappeared. Never said a word, right? So abandonment. Sometimes the people we love the most are the ones that hurt us the most. But in the divine masculine, divine feminine journey, they're also the ones that come back around and build you back up again. It's like you were made to experience that so that you could become the teacher that you're going to be. You know, you chose that for yourself, and they loved you enough to make it happen in this reality. And it seems horrible and awful and hurtful But the truth of the matter is that before they incarnated into a body in this experience with you, they loved you so unconditionally that they were willing to play the bad guy in your story because you needed that. Because nobody's going to listen to a teacher that hasn't experienced the lesson. So you had to experience the lesson so that you could teach it to others. And the Six of Cups, whatever it represents in your life or whoever it represents, is the activator. It's the initiator, right? You are an initiate. And you are, I believe, a divine feminine or divine masculine. We all are both, actually. But we incarnate in one energy and we seek the other energy to balance us out. Okay? So I love you. If you need a personal private reading, look in the description box below. My email is there. Please like, share, comment, watch the ads. Every ad that you watch supports the channel so that I can have time and money and resources in order to sit at this table and create another one for you. Okay, so I love you guys, and if you'd like to make a contribution, there's a link for that down there. You can buy me a cup of coffee. If that's not within your means at this time, then, watch a couple of ads for me during the video. All right, I love you guys. Until the next time, remember, this is what you need to believe in order to achieve. Okay, I love you. Namaste.